Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to today's fixture in the Thurlow Nunn League Division 1 South between Canonswood and Clapton Community. We're here at Averley Football Club, Parkside Stadium tonight. I'm joined with Jerome. Jerome, can you hear me loud and clear?
All good for me, Harry. How you doing?
All good, thank you. Good to hear you. Can't unfortunately see you tonight, but that's all good. It should be a good game. I've done a bit of research on both sides tonight. We're just 4 minutes away from kickoff. I'm going to give you the lineup soon. Jerome, how do you think tonight's going to go in just in a quick summary, should we say?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it today, Bailey, to be honest. We've got two teams, 5th in the table, 18th in the table. Quite a big gap in between the two sides, but a lot of draws between the pair of them in recent fixtures. Obviously, last time out, there was also a draw, 1-1 was scored in that tie there. So, should be a good one today. I think the fans here are up for it. We certainly are as well. So, yeah, big game today, and ready to get started.
Yeah, certainly. Canonswood, we're going to be playing in red and white tonight. Very much similar to Arsenal. I think they're very similar to Arsenal in that aspect. I know their owner. Well, their old owner used to be AFTV Star. I wouldn't mention his name. I don't think he's associated with the club anymore. To do my research. Clapton Community, sorry. A bit of research on them today. They're actually new to this league from what I found. Been drifted in and out of the leagues for a few years. I think money's come back in. I've got a good women's setup as well. Good development. But yeah, they're currently 5th in the league, like Jerome said. High and flying. I think their form has been really good of late. Only 4 losses so far this season. It could be quite a one-sided affair. I know Canonswood lost recently at the weekend to Rayleigh Town 5-0. So, you know, they're hoping to sort of bounce back on that. But a Friday night fixture is always a good one, isn't it?
Yeah, as you say, the table does swing very much in Clapton's favour. Just as you mentioned there, Sutton's 32 points, Canonswood only with 12. So, like you said, could be a one-sided affair, but Friday night clash, anything can happen. And I mean, fans are up for this time. You know, a bit of a cold one today. Anything could happen. Maybe some brief spanners in the works and what have you. But yeah, I was just like really looking forward to it today. Yeah, I'm just buzzing to get going.
Yeah, certainly. Now, yeah, back from Canonswood. They actually finished 7th last season in this league, which is quite good in this league. I think there's about 21, maybe 22 teams. I can't quite remember. It's between the two there, which they sit 19th, which is in the relegation zone. Win tonight, I think they move up 2 spaces, if I'm correct. But yeah, they're obviously 7th last season, which is quite good. I think I remember commentating on them last year. They were a good outfit. So I'm not sure quite what's gone on so far this season. And like I said, Clapton Community have recently joined this league. They've got Frederick Taylor, who seems to be one to watch out for tonight. We'll give you the starting lineups soon to let you know if he is actually in the squad or not. But he's been the main man for them this season. I'm just looking at my little brief now. I actually don't think he is in the squad tonight, which could play a big part on the result tonight, Jerome.
One thing I'd like to touch on, as you mentioned there, last season, Canonswood obviously finishing 7th. 11 draws they had to their name last season. Now, as I mentioned earlier, the last time these two sides played each other ended in a 1-1 draw. So it could be quite a tight affair today, quite a cagey one. Another fact for you here is that Clapton have been one of the most drawn teams in the division so far. So Clapton turning draws into wins will be a massive thing for them tonight as the players come out of the tunnel now, baby.
Yeah, then they come out. Obviously, Canonswood, like I mentioned previously, in the red and white. I can hear a few fans going already, which is always good to hear. And Clapton Community in a sort of, what would you call that? An orangey, purpley, yellow, with a bit of red and a bit of purple. And what a nice kit, actually. And the referee tonight is Harry Demo, who you can just see on your screen there, with Chris Bodell and Jake Hickinson. We are going to give you the lineups very, very soon before we do kick off. Kickoff is running a little bit late, but it's in our favour tonight, isn't it, Jerome?
Yeah, as you mentioned there, I can hear the fans already. 3,500 spectators at the Parkside Stadium here hold tonight. Not too sure what the capacity is, sorry, not capacity, what the number of fans here are for today's fixture. But as you say, very loud indoors, and hopefully they can get behind their team here for a cracking fixture. As we see here, Cannons Wood warming up in the red and white strip. Like, it's very similar to Arsenal. I do have to say, I'm a very, very big fan of the kit for Clapton Community there. Like you said, purple, bit of a hybrid thing going on. You see quite a bizarre warm up there, as they get ready.
Yeah, certainly. Just checking over a few things. We're going to give you the lineup very soon. The kickoff is a little bit delayed, but obviously it has rained a lot today, you know, over in Essex. But luckily we are playing on 3G, so this game was always going to go ahead, which is good. Just a quick promotion notice. Remember to sign up for the website in the description for more live streams around non-league and news, and also subscribe to the YouTube channel, of course, to see more content from us. I think there's live streams pretty much every weekend. Fortunately not the 3 o'clock games yet, but we do give you a lot of football over here.
Lots of content here, especially on the website as well. I encourage everyone to go take a look at that, always being updated with loads of good quality content on there as well. Quick note back to the fans again. So here at step 6 non-league level, the crowd will make a massive difference for the players here. You see Cannons Wood having the advantage with the home crowd here tonight. Do you reckon that's going to be a big bearing on the fixtures tonight, Billy? How do you reckon that's going to take a swing in terms of what we're going to see tonight?
I certainly think so. Fans are always important, especially if they're in full voice, especially at this level. You don't really see many fans, and sometimes players don't know how to react to getting a bit of grief from the home fans, sorry. So it could play a massive part, yes, I do agree. We are nearing kickoff. And it looks like Clapton will kick off in their purple. We're just going to call it purple tonight. There's too many colours on that top bit. It says on our brief purple, yellow and red. Looks more orange to me than red.
I think purple might be the easier one to go with here, but you're definitely right. There's a lot of stuff going on there. Yeah,
certainly. We're going to quickly give you the lineups. We'll start with Cannons Wood as we do kick off. We've got Akande in goal, number 1. Number 2, Johnson. Number 3, Kone. Number 5, Amoru. Number 4, Hill. Number 6, Broomfield. Number 11, Ajoku. Sorry, apologise if I pronounce anyone's names wrong. Number 8, Wilson. Number 7, Zaman. Number 10, Mahamuda. Number 16, Balasani. And for Clapton, we've got Jake Francis, the skipper. Sholton. Tawans Massa. Number 5, Siddiqui. 4, Fagan. Number 6, Broadway. Number 8, Cook. 10, Austin. 9, Gordon. Number 7, Owandri, who is one to look out for tonight. Number 28, Makasi. Sorry if I butchered any of them yet again. Cannons Wood are trying to break down. They've got tackle. Out for a throw. And we're going to quickly give you the substitutes for Cannons Wood and Clapton FC as well. We've got Harry Carter, number 12, Corey Ryder, Gabriel Odley, Timo Mushuju, and Austin Smart. And for them, we've got Will Wright, James Briggs, Peter Jamieson, Flavian Steerland, and Corin Gao. Yet again, apologise for any poor pronunciation there. It's not my specialty. But back to the game as we are live. So far, we don't think we've. Sorry, Jerome, cutting you up there.
No, I was just saying, a lot of fresh legs talk today. Depth on the bench will be quite important to both sides, as a lot of football has been played recently for the two teams. Don't want to get any injuries tonight, especially with the cold weather. And as we see a potential chance for a goal threat here, comes with edge forward on the left hand side, and chance for a potential penalty, but the free waves it away. Not very much go away with the fields there.
No, certainly not. As trying to check my lineup with my stats, I think a few big players are actually missing tonight. I think James Briggs for Clapton Community. He's actually got 6 goals this season. He's on the bench. Frederick Taylor, sorry, who's got 11 goals this season, as I mentioned, not even in the squad, if I'm correct. So not sure what's gone on there. Yeah, Cameron Gordon is the one to look out for the Clapton Community. He's also got 6 goals and he does start at the number 9. It looks like someone has took a bit of a knock over on that far side. 3 minutes played, quite a hectic start so far for us, but on the pitch been a little slow and a bit cagey at the moment. I've seen a little shove in the box, which probably was a bit of a dive, and then we've obviously got a little head injury here as Cannons will play a drop ball and ping it long up to the forward. Cannons were going to try and pounce on this. There's a good little ball there that is cut out nicely from the Clapton Community defender.
Oh, it's a fantastic challenge there. Brilliant challenge there from Mohamed Ikone. There's a few half touches so far. The long does go in there, but it's gone out for another throw in here for Cannons Wood. Yeah, as I mentioned, a few half chances we've seen so far, Bailey. We'll see who'll be the first into it. They got as a foul throw, if then given against Mohamed Ikone.
Yeah, we've seen a few big tackles so far. Nothing to the refs had to send any cautions or blow the whistle for so far, but that's what we like to see. Tries to thread one through there, and it could be a chance. It's good defending over on that far side. It's still alive though, and that is gonna, I don't know if that was a shot or a cross, but it's gonna go back out for a throw in. I think he actually took a, oh no, he did take a deflection. That'll be a Clapton throw in just on this near side and the halfway point of the Clapton half.
To see what he had in mind there, the execution was very far from what was intended, I can imagine. Wasn't too sure if that was a pass or a shot there, but some creative ideas from the start for Cannons Wood so far. They're the team to be creating the most chances and applying the most pressure within his opening 4.5 minutes.
Yeah, there's a Clapton Community trying to come forward. The first time we've seen him sort of charge forward here. It's good play, but it's cut out well, and I think the offside flag will go up there as I hear the whistle. And there's quite a few fans here tonight. I know we've already mentioned the fans, but they seem to be scattering around the stadium. Obviously, I'm assuming they're for Cannons Wood, as they are the home side on this Friday night.
You must say, you have to admire support, especially down at this level, like I mentioned before. Step 6 non-league on a Friday night in the cold, supporting and getting behind their team and backing it. It's what football's all about. It's what you love to see. No matter what step, when you come out and you support your club, win, lose or draw, it is just amazing to see, especially for Cannons Wood. Difficult start as they've had so far, 18th in the league as we touched on earlier. So yeah, it really is a joy to see, and hopefully for their sake their team can reward them on the pitch tonight.
Certainly, just touching on Clapton Community, actually only formed in 2018. There were supporters who they broke away from Clapton FC. They're fully fan-owned, member-run, strong community values. So I'm sure there'll be a few of their fans here tonight supporting their away side. The ball's floated into that middle. It's flicking up in the air. That was a strong challenge, and the ref has blown the whistle for that, and it's a straight booking there. And it is number 6 for Clapton Community.
Very naughty challenge that.
Broadway there, who's got the foul. Yeah, thoughts on that challenge, Jerome?
Yeah, very late, very naughty. He knew exactly what he was doing there. He was just caught him slightly late, and it's not a great start. He's now obviously going to be walking on a tightrope for the remainder of the game. Referee's got it right. Yellow card, nothing further. And just saying to both sets of players here, he's not standing for anything. Putting his foot on the game, letting him know what can and can't stand, and that most certainly can't.
Yeah, that was Sam Wilson who took the heavy challenge there, but he seems to be okay. Rest had a word with someone just out of our vision. It might be the management of one of the sides, as it's going to be whipped into that back post, and the lino's put his flag straight up, which is not ideal, is it?
Yeah, you've got to be timing your run better there. I mean, no hesitation whatsoever for the linesman. Seems to have got that one correct. There's a bit of an altercation, seems to break up here. A bit of complaints to the referee, Harry Demo, from the goalkeeper. Not too sure what that's about, but free kick it is.
skipper Jack France is not happy there with something as he's clipped it long. We might be seeing a bit of that tonight. Hopefully they decide to keep it on the deck. But it's quite a common theme in this sort of division, you see long balls, especially early on in the game. As that ball's been fiddled down that line. It's a great touch. And it's a shot, and it's just gone wide. That was a great bit of play. Lovely turn, but couldn't quite execute that chance.
Yeah, he's done everything right there apart from the finish. And he's taken it really well. He's got out of his feet, and the finish has just slightly dragged it wide. But that's really the first opportunity they've had so far for Clapton Community. And could be a sign of more things to come. He's taking it well, and it's just the finish where it's like him.
Timmy Akande in the Cannon's Wood net. He's going to take one back over to that right side. It's flicked on well, and it's still alive for Cannon's Wood. And the ball over the top. Give me a chance here. It's a good shot. It's a good block. It's another cross in. It's cleared yet again. Here's Wilson. Going to reload it back. Here's Kone. Will get stuck under his feet, but he keeps it well. That's good play from Cannon's Wood. There could be a chance for a cross. It's another good tackle, and it's out for a corner kick. Good play there, Jerome.
Yeah, brilliant challenge there. Absolutely fantastic recovery and putting bodies on the line. Second time we've seen good defending so far from Clapton Community. Yes, I had a chance a few minutes ago, but again, Cannon's Wood so far with the most opportunities created, the most shots on goal. As we see the free kick being taken here. Upon this side, we'll see what they can create from it. Set pieces, I think, will be a massive thing in this game as Mahudi does whip it in. It's cleared away there by the defender. As we approach the 10-minute mark, Bailey, what do you think so far? What have you made of the game so far? And do you have any thoughts on who do you reckon is going to stand out? Any player for either side, or anything you've been really impressed by any player so far in particular?
Yeah, I think that little break there from Cannon's Wood on that left side with Kone. He seems a bit of an attacking threat, Kone, even though he is at full-back. But so far, 10 minutes in, it's been a real, they're just sort of feeling each other out. Obviously, a night game's going to play a massive part, and so far, I can't be impressed with Cannon's Wood. Not started as bad as I thought they might. No offence to any Cannon Woods fans that are listening right now, I do apologise, but yeah, I'm impressed so far. It's been pumped long and bit of reset. I like a side that keeps the ball and they try and play a bit of football. And so far, I think Cannons would have tried to do that. They don't mind going home. They don't mind, recycling the ball, which is always good to see from a football perspective.
Definitely does make more of a interesting watch when the ball is being played into feet and not so much going long as we see a shot saved by the goalkeeper, but the flag has gone out. It's going to be a yellow card.
A yellow card. I think the ref blew his whistle early, and I think that's Mahmoudi there. He just continued to play, maybe a bit harsh, considering it's early on in the game. But we were. I have to accept the ref's decision there, I guess.
He is entitled to give that booking as it is within the rule book to not kick the ball away. Quite a recent law to prevent time wasting, but might be a bit harsh 10 minutes into the game. Second yellow card so far we've seen. Referee definitely taking no prisoners.
Yeah, 1-3 for side. And we're only 11 minutes in, which a rarity. Good play from Clapton Community here. And the ref's given a foul, and actually Mahmoudi again just waves his arms in disbelief at the ref. I don't think he's too happy with the ref's last two decisions, as Clapton trying to bring it back. It's a nice ball over the top. It's a big win there. Shouts for a foul. But referee says play on as it's clipped up long and off the pitch.
You just got to keep his head down in this movie. You don't want to get too agitated too early on, especially with Clapton. Might be able to rile him up, might be able to rattle him, get him a bit annoyed and make him make a challenge that he doesn't mean to do or doesn't need to do, or get under his skin a little bit. So just got to keep his head here. It's very early doors and don't want to see anyone being sent off.
certainly not. A red card just normally does ruin football matches. It makes one team dominant, one team sit back, so it makes it a more or less enjoyable watch as kicked out of play off for another throw-in. It's going to be Cholton just to wander forward and take this. Clapton Community are in good form as of late. Only lost one of their last 6. I mentioned this earlier, 3rd in the form table. The last defeat was against AS London, which was a 2-1 defeat away from home. As it's that right side for Cannons Wood, they're trying to break something from this. This Mahmoud's shot is blocked. He's kept it well still, and he's going to go back to Kone. Been heavily involved from left back, this time using his right foot. And no one can quite collect with that, and Jack Francis will just collect. He's looking to play early, he's rolled one out. And he could be on a counter-attack here. It looks like about a 3v2, that's a ball threaded through. It could be a chance for Clapton Community. It's a big save from the keeper. Not sure he knew much about it. But that was a big chance for Clapton Community there. That was Cameron Gordon bounded in on goal. Big chance there, Jerome.
Yeah, we've been treated to an interesting last 5 minutes, I'll tell you that much. Good save there by the goalkeeper, just coming out, making himself big and making sure he claims the ball. Fantastic ball. Didn't quite catch him, it was unfortunate, but a fantastic ball for the number 9 to run into there. As we just see the replay. Fantastic ball, just slipping him in, and the goalkeeper coming out. Just about gets a nick on it. Really, really good football there. But you have to argue, striker could be doing a lot better in my opinion, Bailey.
Yeah, I think as he was just dribbling there, his first touch, it kind of get caught under his feet, and then he decided to, a chance to remove there to have a shot. But yeah, he just got it caught under his feet, and then he took a heavy touch in the end. And to be fair, I don't know if Akande actually knew much about the save. It seemed to be saved with his sort of knees and his feet. As Cameron hit the floor, and we'll just get a replay of Mahmoud's shot there. Heavily involved so far, yellow card and that strike there. As we are approaching the, well, gone past the 15th minute mark. Cameron misses out on that one. Cameron Gordon, that is. Good little play there, I like that indeed. Could be a chance to shot, it's a good block. And it's clear by Clapton Community, but Cannons Wood collect the ball again.
Heavily involved. Sorry to interrupt there, but I was going to say, Mahmoud been heavily involved in the 15 minutes, both for good and for bad reasons. We see a potential attack that's sort of petering out there. As the referee does blow his whistle. I'll say Mahmoud, yeah, has been very much involved in this game. Yellow card to his name, as we touched on, and a few shots. He is the set piece taker as well. As we see an injury here, this is not what you want to see. Because that's Hill, seems to be on the deck, but he's picked himself up and seems to have sorted himself out there.
Yeah, I think a Clapton Community player was also down just off our screen. I think he's obviously up now, but there were shouts for a head injury. But now Cannons Wood player is down. I couldn't quite see who it was. A little stoppage in play. He seems okay, to be fair. Who is it? Is that number 4? Yeah, it's number 4, Amoru. It looks like it's just going to be a drop ball.
Always what you want to see. Nothing serious there. Not really getting injured or hurt. As you mentioned there, drop ball. I still remember the old-fashioned drop balls where it would be one bounce and both players on the drop ball and then scrap for the ball. But you don't tend to see that very often anymore. Normally kick back to the goalkeeper and playing out from there. One of the many things that have changed within the game actually within the last few years. As the referee is going to just bring the ball back here. So I think a free kick. Not quite too sure. Yeah,
I think just see to the left of our screen, it keeps going off, but it's Adam Sidkey, number 5 for Clapton Community. He's also been receiving a bit of treatment. I think that was from the previous head injury. Can they boot it long? It's going to just go out for a Cannons were throwing in the end, but a nice 80 minutes so far. Bit of action going on, a few yellow cards, a few chances. I should say I do think Clapton Community should have the lead. I think that Cameron Gordon chance was a big chance, which he just couldn't quite get his shot away well. A good shot anyway, that is.
Very good save as well by the goalkeeper, I must say. I think Gordon could have done a bit better with it, but I think the save was still needed to be made, and very much so was made by the goalkeeper. Within these opening 18 minutes, I must say, you touched on it earlier. I'm just going to revert back to your comment on Mohamed Akone. So not only a great asset at the fullback position, but also going forward. A lot of cross has been thrown into the box and does seem quite safe and sound at the back. He's impressed me so far. A long way to go, but I must say, great performance from him within these almost opening 20 minutes as we see a free kick given against Clapton Community.
Yeah, obviously keep that in mind. I will be asked for your man and match later. A bit too early to call, of course, but you know, keep that in mind. I think Kona hasn't been impressive so far. He's heavily involved in Cannons Wood build-up from fullback, which is always nice to see. As Clapton Community are going to try and come forward. He's gone for a diag ball. It's not quite worked out. Cannons Wood do win it, but Clapton Community do win it back, and it's end up going out for a throw just in front of the halfway line in the Cannons Wood half, but it will be a purple ball. It's thrown to Gordon, who holds up well, dropping deep, sort of like Harry Kane. He receives it back up front again. So nice ball through. Could be a chance for Clapton Community here, and he's put it across the box, but Gordon just didn't react. I think that was probably a better chance than the last.
Yeah, he had to be there. The Gordon. Just get a nick on it, anything. It doesn't matter how much you put on it, you just have to be able to tap it in, and it's a ball across the face of the goal, and it's one of those ones where you stick a lag out, you get something on that ball, and 9 times out of 10 it does go into the back of the net. That's 2 big chances for Clapton Community so far, and they've taken none of them. Well, I must say, Gordon, that's 2 big chances missed so far, and he's got a long way left to redeem himself, but I do think Clapton Community should be at least a goal or 2 to the goods.
Yeah, I will say he looked like he may have been out of sort of like, not sighted there with the ball. I don't think he could really see the cross coming in. I think there was a player in his way, and maybe just giving him the benefit of the doubt there. But you know, I've done these streams before, and I've had a player score a hat-trick, but also missed 2 penalties. So it's a weird one, and you know, he could miss another 3 sitters, but go and score a hat-trick, and it's like, well, he could have had 8 on the night, we could have had 7. So far, 2 big chances missed from Cameron, but a long way to go. Only 21 minutes gone as Cannons will try and break through this middle. And thread a ball through. And he actually has found its way through. It's a lovely turn. A bit of holding there, I thought, but good defending in the end from Clapton Community. Good hold up, playing his set back. I can't quite see the striker's number, because he's got his long hair covering it. Can we try to figure out who that is? They've got a number 10, no. Jerome, you have any idea?
Yeah, I'm just trying to take a look at our team sheets and trying to match up players to numbers and what I can see ahead of me. It could be the number 7 Zaman, but I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, I'm assuming it'll be number 7 or number 11. I'm yet to see either of them, but I do think the right winger also could be number 7 or 11. So I do think you could be correct. As the ball's gone out for another throw. Yeah, he'll be number 11, as I can see the number 7 Zaman. He's on the wing. It's a bit long. Clapton trying to make the most of this Cannons Wood. What I like about Cannons Wood, every time the ball's in the air, they do opt to try and get it on the floor. which is always good to see, but obviously pretty football don't always mean points, doesn't always mean wins. I say that as they do try and clip one long. And the offside flag is up. And
I do
that is
definitely
number
agree.
11.
Sorry to interrupt you there, but fans starting off as they're not too happy. But no, I'm going to say footballing philosophy and the way you play football, beautiful as it may be it on the floor, be it long balls, as you mentioned, they don't win football matches. You've even seen it at the elite level here with Arsenal, you know, people do call them set piece FC and what have you. And it does tend to work for them, you know, pretty football may or may not be the route to success, but I am very moved by the football that we're seeing so far from Cannons Wood. Definitely something that Adam Connolly has told them to, and they've worked on continuously, and I am quite impressed by that.
Just throwing in the midway point of the Cannons Wood half for Clapton Community. As it's oh no, his player has hit the deck, but it's referee's play on. He doesn't seem too happy with that, as it's intrigued by Tidski, sorry, who seems to be okay from his little head injury he had earlier. As it's flicked back long. Well, we're saying about they're playing pretty football. They've just lumped it long for the last 3 balls, which we might have just cursed the way they're playing. It's just a lovely turn in the middle, and he has hit the deck, and that will be a foul now given.
Commentator's curse, as you call it.
Yeah, commentator's curse. Good little play there from Austin, who was just ended up being fouled. It's back alive now. Here's Shelton just on this wrong flank. Playing hot. Ball back as the cross comes in. It's headed well. The battle over in that corner, and the Lino calls for a free kick over in that corner to Cannons Wood. Good defending.
Yeah, good defending, and right call there from the Lino, I think. Right by the fans as well. Their voices were heard and opinions made very clear and obvious by them. We see a goal kick taken here, almost by the corner flag. Obviously, Candy presumably going to hump it long as he has done for the majority of this first half so far, and he does so.
That little section you just see behind Akande there in the net, that's community fans. You can hear them giving a lot of grief for Akande gaining a few yards from the free kick. So it's good to see there is some away fans here tonight. Like I did mention earlier, they are a fan-run club, so I'm not actually too surprised, but I just thought maybe we wouldn't see that many due to it being a Friday night, late kick-off, but great to see we've actually got some away fans as well as home. It is thrown long, it's one well, and it's just going to go out for a throw-in. Still the Clapton half.
Yeah, both sets of fans really have showed up for their team so far today, and as I mentioned earlier, it is just amazing to see how football does bring community together and the things it can do for the local people and for the fans. We see a potential attack here, and it is dealt with by the defender right into the arms of a Candy. He does pump it long yet again.
Yeah, that was a lovely ball over the top, and I'll tell you what, I think that was Lewis Awardry over there. Absolutely rugged there, but his cross just wasn't there, and he's flicked it up, he's kicked a player in the head, and I think he should be okay. A little complaint from the ref, but that's got up, and it just will be a Cannons Wood free kick, but yeah. Just couldn't quite get his cross away there over on that far side. Yeah, 26 gone. Still 0-0. Would say probably Cameron Gordon, the number 9 for Clapton Community, had the best 2 chances, albeit only one of them was an actual shot. He should have got it on the end of a cross earlier on in the game. As for Cannons Wood, yet to really work the keeper. Just a few long-range efforts that have flown over.
Yeah, Clapton's definitely been the team who've been Oscar the most questions so far. We see a loose ball.
Well, that was risky, that.
Was
just
indeed.
fell to David McKissy. He just couldn't quite find Gordon up front. To be fair, he didn't make the most of that poor pass. It's the first real blunder we've seen today. We'll watch that back.
Yeah, it's a very dangerous ball into a dangerous area. There were many options, and he just sort of scuffed his pass, and it's the one area you don't want it to be, right in the middle of a pitch, and the through ball wasn't anything as to what he planned it to be. But yeah, pressure might be mounting on the goalkeeper. And as a goalkeeper myself, I must say that does affect your confidence and your mindset for the majority of the game going forward. I mean, nothing can sort of prepare you for what can't happen, but that will be in the back of his mind for the rest of this game. I can guarantee that much. So we'll see how much of a bearing that does make on the mental side of things.
Yeah, I think he could have shot there. I can see if it just landed on his left foot, I think it may have, but obviously he's right-footed, so it wasn't ideal for him. Try to shift it onto his right, and by that point, Kanji had retreated back to his goal line. Some big tackles flying in that middle from Nathan Cook. Clapton Community trying to on forward now. I feel like they're kind of easing into the game a bit more. I know it's 30 minutes gone, but they seem to be keeping the ball a lot better. Actually having a bit of possession as it goes up to Gordon as a strike. Straight into the Candace grass, but that's a nice long range effort from Gordon.
Yeah, Clapton definitely playing as a side further ahead in the table, as we know they are. That's sort of been demonstrated, and we can see that so far within the opening half an hour here at the Parkside Stadium here in Thurlow. But yeah, no, Clapton very much acting as a team they are. I've been impressed with them so far, to be honest. Opening 5 minutes, very much the momentum has swung and changed, but Clapton asking the most questions so far as see the ball just being played to the fullback here, and happy to keep the ball.
Yeah, they seem to be happier to keep the ball now on. I think first 10 minutes they didn't seem so, but I think that's normal in football, especially at this level. It's quite a frantic, hectic first 10 minutes, but both sides now looking to keep it a bit more flat. I think more space will open up as the game does advance, which is good for us as commentators. It's good for the fans to always see goals, and hopefully we'll just see it opening up as Gordon receives the ball, then gives it away. He was dropped deep to receive it. He's kind of going to try and attack here, and that's a poor pass. It's just going to go out for a throw-in for Clapton there.
I have to say, that was a fantastic run before the ball was eventually lost by Silky, the number 5 for Clapton. Just driving right through the midfield of Cannons Wood. Did lose it eventually, but that's what I saw there. Nice little cameo from them as we see a Clapton Community throw-in on this right-hand side.
Thurlow gets one back well from Cannons Wood as a nice little reverse pass there as they're trying to work it down this line. It's Kone into Mahmoud, back to Kone, and it could be a little break on it. It's good football. I think they need to just turn out and try and go the opposite way as Clapton do retreat and actually get back into a bit of a structure. Played as a nice ball threaded through, and it could be a chance. It's crossed in, and it's found the back of the net. It's a nice cross, and it's found Ajujakan, who heads it home, and that is 1-0 to Cannons Wood, Jerome.
Yeah, fantastic football here. You mentioned about switching it over to the other side, and you can see just why they've done that. Fantastic ball. Look at that, just splits the defence, and there's a ball across the box, and it's a fantastic header, brilliantly guided right into that far hand corner. Brilliant, fantastic goal there. And the deadlock has finally been broken. 1-0 Cannons Wood.
And that is Noah Ajugan. Sorry if I butcher your name, Noah, I do apologise, but that is his 4th goal in the league this season. It's a nice header.
Fantastic.
Just seeing, and the cross-in was actually from Johnson, the number 2 at full-back for Cannons Wood. We were talking about Kone going forward on this left side from left-back. Well, that's their right-back in a position. They just seemed to work it well. It was all down this left-hand side. They did a nice bit of football. You thought the chance was sort of gone as Clapton sort of retreated back into a nice shape, but they sort of recycled it back round to that right side and found a crossing opportunity, and it was a great cross indeed, and an even better header. And to put the side that are in the relegation scrap right now 1-0 up. Definitely not what we was expecting tonight.
No, no one was expecting that, and it's a massive start. Really, really crucial for them to take the lead here, and they have done in tremendous fashion. Fantastic header into that far corner, and even before that ball was whipped across the box, the pre-assist even before that was just absolutely tremendous. And you mentioned about switching sides, and you can see there the other fullback, we were praising Icone, as you mentioned earlier, and Johnson there was just absolutely amazing, fantastic. Brilliant start. Clapton Community with all the work to do now, as we see them have a free kick just before the final third. They've got just over 12 minutes here to try and get an equaliser and get themselves back into the game here. And after all the praise I was giving to Clapton, and now currently seeing themselves with a goal down, a deficit of 1 goal, I don't think they would have been expecting, but you have to praise Canonswood for what they've done so far, and it was just a fantastically well taken goal, you know. Nothing keeper could have done about that. See Peter out here for a goal kick. We'll see if Akanji goes long here, or if he's just gonna play it short. He's opted to go along with everyone so far. Especially after being a goal down, this first header into the midfield will be a crucial one, and it's won by Clapton Community. Not too sure if we've got Bailey here, but we can see an attack commencing here, coming forward, and it's a good save there by the goalkeeper into the arms of Jack Francis, the skipper, as he rolled out here into midfield. Perhaps some heavy favourites going into this one. Maybe the home advantage of Canonswood has done them favours here. Me and Bailey mentioned their support before the game, and how much of a bearing and how much of an impact that's had on our players, we don't know. Still a long way to go, but I must say I'm very impressed by both sets of fans, away fans coming out in their numbers as well, and supporting their team really is amazing to see. Keeping the ball here, keeping possession, don't want to waste it to Clapton Community. As I say that, they've given it away, but they seem comfortable to keep the ball. But here could be a potential chance for Canonswood and a goal scorer, just sort of losing his feet there. Just gone back to Francis in between the sticks. Ten minutes to go here in its first half at Parkside Stadium. Here on a cold, bitter night in Essex. Ball one in midfield there by the number 8 for Canonswood, Sam Wilson. Number 2 on this right hand side. Good defending there, and no foul been given. Getting a bit argy-bargy, and Canonswood managed to keep the ball. Out for a goal kick. 1-0 to Cannons Wood here. 27 minutes gone. Goal kick for them. And Cannons Wood find a way to get an equaliser just before half time. Always an infuriating time to score. The manager's changing the team, talking the tactics and having to tweak everything. Run a dressing room with such short notice. Clapton Community currently higher up in the table than they were at the end of last season. Finished 6th last year after playing 42 games. As I mentioned before, they're currently in 5th. Clapton with a lot of draws this season. They drew 15 last season, 78 goals scored for them while conceding 54. That's won 19 games, drawn 15 and lost 8 for Clapton Community last season. Cannons Wood, on the other hand, finished 7th in the 23-24 season, having won 20 games, drawn 11 and lost 11, scoring 103 and conceding 60. As we see what looks to be a long throw here for Clapton Community into the box, and it's headed away by the defender there, and still with possession here, Clapton, as it does go up for a goal kick. You can see what was tried there from the number 7. Lewis Orion trying to get around the defender, but a touch too heavy for the winger. But just looking back in the archives here, from what I can see, the last time Cannons Wood beat Clapton Community was 3-0. 8th of December 2023 was the date of that fixture. As we see, a little bit of skill there from Ikone. He's managed to get the ball back into his possession for a throw-in. Again, down this left-hand side as we see it being taken. Nice bit of strength there from Broomfield, just to hold off the midfielder. And Cannons Wood with possession here as it's pinged out to that right hand side, just, well, I was going to say slightly too heavily, but it did manage to find the feet of the wide man, but intercepted by Clapton Community as they drive forward looking to get a leveller, and nothing making of it so far as the ball switches hands. A very high paced game, high tempo. Possession switching hands very quickly. One end-to-end affair so far within these 40 minutes, opposing to what we were expecting, being a one-sided affair, but it's been far from that today. It's been a great spectacle to watch so far, and long may it continue as the ball now with Cannons Wood switched to that right hand side. This is where we saw the goal come from earlier in the first half, and it's a ball into the box again, into the hands of the goalkeeper, Jack Francis. He's done his job quite well, I feel like, other than the goal, which I don't think he could have done much about. He's been there when he's needed to be, sorry, and the distribution's been on point. Couldn't do much about the header, which is really well guided into that far corner. What's the header? It was from Noah. Cannons Wood with the ball now. Being the 1-0 up, they're happy to keep the ball, happy to keep possession, not rushing into anything. Especially if you don't want to concede now before half time. But here is the goal scorer. It's a shot from him, and it's a good blockers. It's to try and counter attack, but the ball does find the hands of Cannons Wood yet again. You can see there Noah Adesoni very much a threat amongst not only goals but chances created, and shots been very involved in this first half as we see a counter attack breaking place. Here it's Clapton Community with a chance to get a leveller as Gordon hits a deck and referee lowers his arms in dismissal. a chance here. It's gonna be a shot and it's a goal! Absolutely fantastic finish! What a goal we have just seen! Absolutely incredible. He struck that so well. Wow. Absolutely unbelievable from the Moody. So a shot go over in the first half. That most certainly didn't. Special goal. Driving through the midfield of Clapton Community. Bit of step overs there. And his left foot. Absolutely world-class finish. On the side of the crossbar. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful there from Ramsey Madoudi. Can't take his shirt off because he's already on a yellow card, remember. But what a finish we have just seen there. 2 goals to the good are Cannons Wood Football Club within this first half, and nobody was expecting that. Wow. 2 tremendous goals we've seen so far. We've definitely been treated, and the home side now 2 goals to the good. Unbelievable finish. Completely on his own. Just driven through the heart of Clapton Community. A little bit of step overs, a bit of body feints, a bit of a dummy. And his left foot has just whacked it completely on the side of the bar. Nothing that Jack Francis could do about that. Well, I mentioned the goal just before half time, and that's what's happened for Clapton Community. Jeff Corcoran not going to be happy going into that dressing room. But credit to Cannons Wood as they can search forward with another chance here, and the referee has acknowledged Ivan for offside, but it was actually put into the net again by Ramsey Mahmoudi. That one, not too obvious for the referee to book him again. Just a reminder, he was booked in the first half for the same offence, was shot after the linesman had put his flag up for offside. And it's going to be Jack Francis to put long here for Clapton Community to try and get them back into the game. To be approaching the end of the first half here at Parkside Stadium. Home to Waverley Football Club, as previously touched on earlier. 3,500 is the capacity here. And it does seem a very nice venue. Ball goes up there for a throw-in. Well, Adam Connolly will be very happy with that performance from the boys in the first half. Not only 2 goals from the good, but had a very quick start around the 20th to 30th minute. Sort of looked a bit like Clapton were getting themselves back into the game, and Cannons was going no can do. Possession with them again. The goal scorer Moody here plays it out to the right hand side. It's another ball, and possession does always get away from us. We see the ball cleared away, but not quite good enough as it switches hands yet again. It's going to be swung out to the right hand side where we saw the first goal come from, and it's going to be another chance, and it's just wide. Wow. Cannons Wood asking all the questions, knocking on the door time and time again. Not accepting the 2 goal leads, and well, you must say the defender has got to do better there. They just don't look sharp enough. They don't seem awake, or they don't seem with it at all so far to Clapton Community, as they do search forwards here as we reach injury time. And the ball safely into the hands of Candy. The referee encouraging my brothers little for half time. The fans clap off their team, the home support for Cannons Wood Football Club. Half time here at the Parkside Stadium, and it's currently Cannons Wood 2, Clapton Community 0. Almost ready to return for you here for the second half at Parkside Stadium. 2 goals to the good are Cannons Wood against Clapton Community. Your goal scorers Noah, Adesonki, and also absolutely fantastically taken goal by Ramsey Mahmoudi. As we see the teams now making their way back onto the pitch for the start of the second half.
Hello, testing. I am back. I apologise for the technical difficulties there. I've completely lost Wi-Fi, which is not ideal during a live stream. I've heard I've missed an absolute corker of a goal. I have watched it back, don't you worry.
It was an absolute
It was a great
screamer.
strike from Mahmoudi. Jerome, do you want to talk us through that last 10 minutes and that first half of football?
Yeah, no, I must say, brilliantly taken goal there by Ramsey Mahmoudi. He's driven through the heart of the Clapton Town midfield and he just absolutely whacked it with his left foot on the side of the crossbar. Nothing Jack Francis could do about that one. A little bit of body fake in there, step overs as well, had the whole thing to it. And yeah, 2 goals to the good. And I must say that right hand side, well, we spoke about Akone on the left hand side, but Johnson on the right hand side was posing very much as an attacking threat throughout that first half as well. Last 10 minutes, a few battles in midfield and possession changing hands quite frequently as well. No more yellow cards in second half so far, though it is still 1 for each team. But yeah, been really impressed by Cannons Wood so far, and big half ahead of Clapton Community for a big 45 minutes for them to get back into the game and hopefully for them turn this tie around. We get ready for the second half here. That's the referee, Harry Demo, is about to blow his whistle. I mean, now underway. Oh, we're not, it's been a false start. Referee's just halted the game here. As we now are underway at the Parkside Stadium. And it's going to be potential chance straight away here for Cannons Wood, but not quite. Well, that would have been quite the start. Within the first 10 seconds, almost a chance there, a half chance you could call it. And well, very quick to the second half, even quicker than the first, which we thought we were treated to. But looks to be an even brighter one here within the first 30 seconds. Battle in midfield with players on the deck, and no foul given for either side for the referee. Just kept play going here. Well, you do wonder at half time what Adam Connolly, the manager for Cannons Wood, and also Jeff Orkin, the Clapton Community manager, has said to both sets of teams at half time. That goal coming just on the cusp would have made a massive difference to the team talk, as I mentioned earlier. It's always a big thing in football, just sort of changes everything around, doesn't it? It sort of affects the players mentally as well, going into that second half with a goal scored, another goal to chase for the opposing team. And it's now gone out for a throw in on this side. Going to be the number 3 for Clapton Community to take it. That is Jeff Ramsey, who's gone long. Who's up long there by the winger. Makeshift fullback temporarily, and going to be closed down by the first goal scorer, Noah Adesonki. But Clapton looking to really make an impact on this game here, is on this right hand side. It's cross going into the box, and Well dealt with there by the fullback. I think we're going to see possession comfortably in the hands of Cannons Wood. Holding on to a 2-goal lead, they'll be more than happy to keep the ball for the second half. The referee plays an advantage as players hit the deck and it's a head injury, so referee obliged to stop the game. Very important rule is a head injury one. You've seen injuries that we don't want to see, and we will do another concussion rule as well. Teams allowed an extra substitute if that does concur, and hoping it'll be alright here. You might have to see an early substitution here, potentially, for Cannons Wood, we hope not. Just a reminder of the bench for Cannons Wood this evening, you've got Harry Carter, Corey Ryber, Gabriel O'Neill, Timo Musonji, and also Austin Simmons. And again, apologies for any issues with the pronounceability of the names there, but bench of 5 for Cannons Wood that have got options on there. Adam Connolly might be forced into an early change here. Seems to be alright though, he's got up, has the number 4. There's Kainu Hill, we saw an injury to him in the first half as well, forced him to temporarily go off. It's actually the number 2, Dion Johnson, my apologies. But he does seem to be okay for the time being, but we can see a substitute warming up there. Connolly might have to think about a switch sooner rather than later. We hope he is okay. But all does seem to be okay for the number 2, and it's going to be a cross into the box and a header from a goal scorer there, Noah Adatoni, but nothing making. The header there. Cannons Wood looking to get a 3rd goal. And it's into the arms of the goalkeeper. Keeper taking a goal kick and playing it out short. The football that me and Bailey were mentioning earlier, just on the ground. Not too eager to just lump the ball over the top. It's a fantastic piece of skill, that. Brilliant body feint to get past and intercept it there by the number 2, who has made his way back onto the pitch now. It's lovely to see. Clapton looking to make a mark in the game, and still inside there. He's already on it into the box, into a dangerous area, potential high foot there, nothing done wrong in accordance to the referee. Might be clutching at straws there. There's no foul given by the referee. Noah hit the deck and see Clapton Community coming forward on the short hand side. Really needing to get themselves back into this one, but I must say how impressed I've been. These Cannons Wood can't be expressed enough in the slightest. Clapton Community looks away forward. It's a fantastic ball. Then the left hand side, it's Lewis Orium with the ball here. He's taking it past the defender. He's taking a touch of it one too many. He's just saved it in a referee. As long as the lines when he's put his flag up for a side. But I must say it was a fantastic touch to get behind the defender there. And the number 7, Lewis Orium, will be crucial for that Clapton Community attack in the second half. We've got a replay here of that chance in the first half that we saw earlier. It was a great tackle that on the defender. I wonder if there could have been more done from the attacker in that situation, but it's gone along from Candy. The ball with this
skipper here. Boost up long and ping back right to the field again. Fans on full voice here. Yet again, at Parkside Stadium. When we look at the attack of Clapton Community, I mentioned Lewis Orion there with tremendous piece of skill, but Cameron Corden with that chance in the first half, he's had 2 of them. Is he going to be the man to get Clapton Community back into the game? Over 10 of Julian Austin as well. His creativity could be very much valued by them today. And it's swung into the box from a throw-in, and it's going to feature out again for another one. Ian Johnson with the throw-in. Going to be the same ball again, the referee throwing it as a foul against Clapton Community. Cannons with the free kick. Might have been a fish in their back there. I think we'll see a lot of tactical fouls from Cannons with in this second half. Having being 2 goals for the good. As a goal scorer, looks in the ball, which is dealt with by the keeper. Just too much on that from Ramsey Mahmoudi. And here he is again, and the ball manages to keep it. Great feint shown there by him, and clearance over the top. Just trying to find Zaman. Mahmoudi finds Zaman. But here is going to be another chance, and really well dealt with by the number 4 there, Charlie Fagan, vice captain of course, just shielding the ball there as he needs to do, and did it well. Here's Zaman. Cannons with just recycling the ball here, which have done so well so far this game, I must say. Holding the ball when they need to, passing it around, recycling, not wasting their chances that they have had in possession, capitalising on the chances that they have had. We saw one chance by Mahmoudi go over the bar in the first half as the referee blows a whistle for a foul. Maybe a free kick for Cannons Wood here. No yellow card given by the referee, as we see the set piece taker, as he has done throughout the game so far. Mahmoudi with the ball here. We'll see who can get the head on the end of this one. Swung to the left hand side, and it's a shot, and it's off the post, and it's in! 3-0 to Cannons Wood. 55 minutes played, and you must say they have absolutely deserved it. Brilliantly taken goal yet again by them, and you must say it's been coming. First half, second half, any question doctor, they've dealt with it, and they've really taken their chances. And another example of that showed here. Cannons Wood 3, Clapton Community 0. And this will come as a massive shock for Jeff Borkram. Will not be a happy man whatsoever. And I think that was Noah Adesanya with the goal again. If so, it's the second goal of the game today. And I mentioned about his attacking threat and what that poisons, and he's really shown that today. Just off the post. Doesn't matter how they go in, as long as it does, and it has done for them here. So this will come with a shock, with the home fans will be very happy with that. And so will Adam Connolly. Well, me and Bailey thought it was going to be a one-sided affair, and it has been, but for the other way here. And that just shows that in football, you never write off anyone. That's the beauty of this game. That's the joy of this game. No matter who's favourite, underdogs, favourite, anything can happen. And I think no one expected a 3-0 lead here. Not even a Cannons with players. As I mentioned, currently 18th in the table. It looks like we're going to get a substitution here for Canonswood. All right is coming onto the pitch for them. Getting some fresh legs on. The player's name mixed up there, my apologies, and it's into the safe hands of Jack Francis. Just confirm that is Gabriel Ordili coming on for Canonswood Football Club. Once again, apologies for any mispronunciations. Canonswood making the changes here as they very much should do. 3 goals to the good. Get some changes in there, get some fresh legs on, prevent any injuries that are unnecessary, and give a run of minutes down to players who can use them wisely. We should need to show the manager what they can do and why they should be valued within this squad and this set of players. We see a potential chance here for Clapton Community in this offside. Timing of the run did look off from the off, I must say, on the eye. You've got an injury here to Timmy Akandi. Must have taken a little hit within that one-on-one battle. Looks to be his knee, it could just be cramp. I just see him stretching. Was the right idea though. Good ball, but you can see from the naked eye the timing of the run was off, as we're going to see yet another substitution here. It's going to be for Clapton Community this time around. As we see Gale making his way onto the pitch. And that's the number 7 for you of Lewis Orion coming off, just to confirm. See what Gale can do to make his way onto the pitch and what he can create for Clapton Community's team. Very much do need him today to switch up the attacking shape maybe and throw the kitchen sink as it were, by any means of getting themselves back into this game. As we see pressure applied here by Clapton Community, pressing quite high up the pitch as players hit the deck. Referee does say no foul. Canonswood coming forward here, not taking a 3-goal lead, not sitting back, still asking questions and still knocking on that Clapton Community door, as we love to see. Progressive football. Anyway, if he goes back to Johnson, he does go back to Candy between the sticks. Once again, just recycling the ball, keeping it safe. More than happy to keep it. Being said, that position has switched hands once again, and Francis the clearance back into the midfield. It's won by the number 3 here, and loose balls hanging everywhere, and it's going to be a ball which doesn't quite reach David Nakasi there as he tries to make an impact. Haven't seen much of him so far in the first half, but we've seen a lot of Zaman and we've seen a lot of Mahmoudi. And that's that combination once again linking off, and it's a good save. While the goalkeeper just goes into his hands and is there when he needs to be. I must say that Zaman and Mahmoudi partnership has been really prevalent so far. You can just see they bounce off each other really well. You see quite a few 1-2s from them and overlapping runs, and they do seem to work quite well together. Not to mention the golf ball with a brace to his name. That man being Noah Adesoni. Goes for a foul here, referee. Doesn't give it. Been quite lenient so far, has the referee. A lot of things go, let the game flow. That's Harry Demo, and that's what we like to see. Possession now with Clapton. Still 1 yellow card to each team so far within this tie. We mentioned this fixture had a history of draws to it. As I mentioned last time up, the score was 3-0. That time around it was actually Cannons Wood who were 3 goals up. Same score here today. Could history repeat itself 2 years down the line? It's a good challenge there from the fullback. Ball whips into a dangerous area, but it's dealt with there. Clapton looking to find a way forward. Leon Johnson there, dealing with matters in a professional way. Ball into the box, headed away and dealt with once again, as it could be a break on here. Fantastic touch away, and that was really good recovery. Junior Charlton there just doing what he needed to do. Had it not been, that would have been a through ball into a dangerous area. Could have potentially been a 4th goal for Cannons Wood. Didn't think I'd be saying that when I woke up today. Junior Charlton with a recovery. You can hear a very happy set of Cannon Wood fans behind the goal, singing songs in their full voice. The free kick has been given against Cannons Wood here, and it's off of altercation. Bit of handbags, just silly stuff there, and referee's just gonna put it back quickly as see the game pause. So it's going to be paused for another substitution here. This time for Cannons Wood, their 2nd substitution of the game. As I mentioned earlier, 3 goals to the good. Why would you not chop and change and switch up the shape? It does make a lot of sense. I thought we're just trying different things out here. This is number 17. Austin coming onto the pitch here. And the ball whipped into the box, and a shot from outside of it, and it was a very ambitious effort there. Well, had that gone in, that would have been an even better goal than Mahmoudi's. Ambitious volley from the edge of the box, but blazed over the bar. It was worth a crack. Clapton just throwing anything they can do at this game, just getting shots off when they get the chance to, and I think that's definitely the way forward for them. Having a 3-goal deficit with just under 25 minutes to go here at the Parkside Stadium here in Thurlow, and it's a long goal kick, as we've seen many a time from a candy. One in midfield, and a challenge there that could have been dangerous. Well, not only him, but also the opposing player, but doesn't quite catch him is what we wanted to see. Ironically, before the game, I thought you need to keep an eye on set pieces, and I've been proved wrong. Of course, they're coming from open play, of course, is just slipping another sort of dive there in terms of a challenge, but didn't catch anyone again, and it's going to be a free kick for Woodford. That was Woodford. Long ball, which is them going out for a throw-in. Throw in here into the box, and it's one, but nothing of it. 68 minutes here been played. It's 3-0 to Cannons Wood. If you're just joining us here on WD Sports. Just a reminder to tune in on the website and the YouTube channel. Lots of content being pushed on there and published by a lot of talented individuals. So do make sure that you get involved with anything that you can do. It's going to be a long throw, as you've seen many a time by Dion Johnson. It's a missed header from him. Which eventually follows on a throw, but the referee's pulled it back for a foul. The foul looks more to be an injury to the defender here. Could just be the old dark art, says he's got back up almost straight away. Well, we've been no strangers to the dark arts in football across all levels of the pyramid. Cramps, which may or may not be cramps, and things of that liking and things of that sort. Of the advantage has been played here, and they lost almost immediately as Cannons would lose the ball. One back almost straight away. There could be a chance here. Noah with 2 goals, and looking to get that 3rd goal is Noah Adesoni. Long ball. Well, Cannons Wood now making their way out of the drop zone, as they were looking to do so. Many draws for them so far this season. This one not being one of them. Very dominant display from them. One that they can be proud of, each player to a man, doing their job as required. Still need to hold on for these last 19 minutes though, nothing silly. That's exactly what Connolly will be thinking. They're required now to just see the game out. No silly challenges, no silly errors, just keep the ball, recycle it as they've been doing so far, and this performance that so far they can be proud of, but still a long way to go as a piece of ball thrown into the box and headed away. Clapton Community so far just not been able to get into the game of their wish after quite a strong start. Here is Noah again, getting his way further at the field, looking to be more of an attacking threat. A process which we've seen rinsed and repeated so far, and it's worked for them as Moody takes a shot which is wide. Just about dragging wide, and he has really been a star player for Cannons Wood so far. Creating chances and having a shot whenever he can, just generally being a danger man for him. See Addison Key there, just great footwork from him. Feeds it into Mahmood with a great touch out of his feet and gets a shot off on that same left foot we saw his goal from earlier, just dragging wide. Do think the keeper had it covered, but it's more promising signs for Cannons Wood FC. We're going to see another substitution taking place here. We're going to see an array of substitutions here. It's going to be more than one. Both managers looking to chop and change quite a bit here in the second half. You see the number 30, Clapton Community, James Briggs, making his way onto the pitch. And we're also going to see Will Wright come onto the pitch too, alongside Florian Sterling. Only unused substitute so far for Clapton Community being number 15 of Pete Jameson, if I'm not mistaken. Cannons Wood also making another substitution. Both managers here just testing out both sets of players and just seeing what they can offer, what abilities they have and what they can do to change this game up. Goalkeeper does pick it up into his grasp. Nick Candy doing his job today, clean sheet for him and his defence. So far as he entered the last 15 minutes of play, answered the questions that have been asked of him. Alongside that back line, I've been very impressed by Cannons Wood defence so far, and he has been a part of that. Only Candy with the likes of Johnson, the Coney and the Marvin Hill, and the whole back line can be very proud of themselves today for this defensive contribution that they've all made for each other. We're going to see an attacking substitution being made by Cannons Wood. Here's the number 9 making it onto the pitch, Timo Moniisu. Once again, apologies for any mispronunciations of all the players here tonight at Parkside. It's going to be Johnson with the throw. The foul given in favour of Clapton Community. Grace playing it to Cherokee, ball now with Marcy. Now heading over to the right hand side and good challenge there by Coney. Ball going long here. Good challenge there, and again, but the ball has the late challenge there, and you can hear the appeal to both the fans and the players, and we're going to see another yellow card here. Bit of frustration from Clapton Community. Being 3 goals down, we do see a yellow card. Yellow card there for Danny and Sterling, the new substitute who has become on the pitch. You sort of see tempers maybe beginning to boil over here, and frustration starting to build up. Correct decision from the referee there, it's very late. Knew what he was doing. And unfortunately, you can't do that. Here is Collinswood looking to potentially go for 4th goal, which would completely finish the game off if it isn't already. It's going to be a shot from distance and spilled by the goalkeeper and just about recovers it. Well, that would have been quite the mistake. Timmy Candy sparing his own blushes there, but good effort. Could you imagine if that creeped in? Not sure how much of a bang it would have made than the final result, but to lose that clean sheet would be very, very frustrating for Collinswood as they look to get another goal and just a slip preventing that from happening. Ball back on the deck there, but finds his way up. Goes for a Clapton Community Town throw-in. I hate to bring it up again, but you do wonder just how much of a difference it would make if those 2 chances for Clapton Community in the first half did end up going in. As the ball's given away, there's a loose ball and it's a shot! And it's a goal! It's a fantastic finish from effort. A mistake there from Jack Francis in goal. The skipper with a loose ball, similar to what we saw from the first half for a Candy, but fantastic finish from that angle, from that far out. It's a loose ball and first time curved into the back of the net. It's taken brilliantly. An absolutely fantastic finish to put Collinswood 4-0 up. It was Zanan, I believe, for the goal. Well, what a finish that was. From that far up, but you have to question the goalkeeper, Jack Francis there. A very loose ball meant to be played to the fullback, and you can see the little body feint which sent the striker the wrong way, and loose ball, and that puts the game to bed, I think. Can't see them coming back from this point. It's a 4-0 deficit. 4-goal deficit, sorry, that sees Collinswood 4-0 up. We've seen a variety of different finishes today. We've seen a header, we've seen a left foot goal, we've seen a right foot goal, and but I must say all of them have been quite exceptional finishes. Been treated to some good goals today here at Parkside. The referee blows for a corner. Oh, much to my surprise. I'm surprised with a few players there. It's actually been given as a goal kick. I'm not too sure about that one, but does end up being a goal kick. A 4 goals to the goods. Oh, Collinswood here, and comes to a shock to most of us watching the spectacle. Flurry of goals today, and each one taken quite brilliantly. Is there going to be another one within the closing stage of the game? 9 minutes left to play. We shall see. Collinswood was scoring more goals last season than Clapton Community. 103 goals scored for Collinswood. 78 for Clapton Community. We can see they have no issue scoring goals. The defense been quite impressive too. As we see the All-Star flag go up. But I still can't quite get over that finish. Absolutely well taken. Curved right into that left hand corner. To look to get another one here. It is going to feature up the number 7 there. The goal scorer, huh, man? As I mentioned previously, him and Mahmoudi both being absolutely fantastic so far this game. Not to mention Noah, Alice only with the 2 goals today. Cannons we're keeping possession here. Nice football, just keeping the ball, passing it around. No pressure on them with this game. Most likely 4 goals in their favour, none conceded. Dominant performance. Could be a statement to the league, this. People writing them off. Aren't going to drop the bone in. They're showing people today that they are a serious team. Of course, still to be reckoned with, a long way to go at that, but surprised a lot of people, and I think the rest of the league will be seeing this result today and it's been taking things with a little bit more seriously than they had done before. This Clapton community look to regroup, work out what went wrong, and I'm sure Jeff Watcom will sit down the best players and analyse this game. Look at what could have been improved and any tweaks and changes that could be made into the next game. It'll be interesting to see the lineup next time out and how this will affect the players. But I mentioned it was 3-0 last time that these two sides played. It's now been 4. Not quite the tight match we thought it was going to be, but it's going to be a shot here and it's a dink which hits the crossbar. Wow. Ambitious effort, but one which almost came off there from the forwards. Keeper was beaten. Candy had nothing he could have done about that one. We get a replay here and what an effort. Fantastic attempt. It's almost like a dink and a finesse shot at one and just about not coming in there, but Clapton not giving up here, still giving it all that they can do as we see a bit of time wasting there from a Candy, much to the amusal of the fans. Closed down with a high foot which didn't connect. From the number 10. Ooh, and it's a challenge there. It's offside. Yeah, Gale there with that shot, well I must say that was quite something. I mean at 4-0 down, why not going for the extraordinary? Gale not quite able to pull it off, but worthwhile attempt. We're going to see another substitution here. Going to be the number 15 for Chelmsford, Corey Ryber, coming onto the pitch for the last 3 minutes. There's a dispute here, and it's due to how long the goal scorer, not once but twice, Noah Adefoni will take to come off him. You must say he has to be the man of the match today from me. 2 goals from him, amazing performance. can't question his form and how he's played today. Be massive for his confidence going forward. And within the last 2.5 minutes, I must say, my man of the match for today. Coming off the pitch, he can hold his head very, very high, and the effort he's made to help his team looks like it can come off here. He's always cleared the way into the crowd. But despite Josh giving out the man of the match award, I might just give a special mention to a few players today. Ramsey Mahmood with a fantastic finish, where he and Zaman with the goal himself, and just all round really good performances. Both fullbacks today also putting in a tremendous job. Kone and Johnson both playing very well today. As well as we see the ball here with Cannon's Wood, that they look to kind of good, but intercepted there by Adam Sioki. Just under 1 minute to play here. It's going to be another opportunity, but well dealt with again. At the back there, a story I've said many times today. It's been the same old story here. And it's going to be a free kick. Throw-in, apologies, in favour of Kennerswood. Another floodlight shines here at the Parkside Stadium on the pitch. It's been a game of goals, a game of missed chances, a game of two halves, and two halves of which Canonswood have been the dominant team across both of them. We see a goal, ended up in the back of the net, 4-1. Well, looks to be a little bit too late in terms of a comeback, but the ball has found its way into the back of the net here. Well, I do think there's not enough time for anything to come of it, but placed into the back of the net, and that's a clean sheet wiped for Camden's Wood. No clean sheet for them today, and you do think there's not enough time for anything to happen. Constellation goal, some may call it. But Clapton Community can go home with something tonight. Something to celebrate, you could say. And the fans, at least watching a goal, I thought, before their eyes today. One with little bearing at such as they look to search for another one. Poor touch there from the man on the yellow card. Orion Sterling. It's gone back to France, it's playing out from the back. I've pressed in Cannons Wood. Here is again on the ball. Plays it back. We're now into additional time. 91 minutes played here at the Parkside Stadium. A few stoppages have taken place here, so you wonder how long we're going to get. Not too much, is what I'm led to believe, and into additional time, actually. Referee Harry Demo looking to blow his whistle at some point soon, as we might get one last chance for an attack here, and it definitely looks like we're going to get one on this left hand side. Here's Sterling. Sterling with a shot, and he's got the ball again, and that's another shot which is just played over the bar, and nothing doing by way of a second goal for Clapton Community here. Goal kick here, might see at the end of the game. Timmy Kennedy to take it. His clean sheet has just been wiped out very late on here. Would not be very happy with that one. They're very little by much away of scoreline. To see another ball into the box. Spilled by him, and it's just about caught by him as a lot of players hit the deck and the referees not having any, but a lot of appeals by both fans and players alike. Silly stuff here. And what a night of football we've had in the Eastern Counties League Division 1 South as we get a replay of that. He's just spilt the ball again. Second time we've seen that from a Candy. Just the ball coming out of his grasp there, but didn't amount to anything to spare his brushes, and very much appreciated by him, I'm sure, as we see players surrounding the referee here. Clearly not happy about something. Hammer's didn't quite pick up. Was it something off the ball that something said? Looks just to be to appeal the decision by the referee, which is a free kick for Cunningswood. And you see that free kick flown into the box. Are we going to get another goal here? Are we going to see one more? A sixth one of the night. Been treated to very many here. Nice little body feint from the defender there. He's going to have a give and go. He's going to receive it back again. Hoop it long. See a bit of pinball in midfield there. And another free kick here. Now we reaching 93rd minute of the match. And that is the substitute to confirm. Currently on the floor in pain. Clapton Community in possession of the football here. Is there going to be one final goal? Who will have the last laugh? It's going to be a ball into the box, but dealt with by the defender in a calm after until eventually cleared away. Ball's come back to Cannonswood here. Here is the man on the right hand side. Can he get another contribution? Cleared away again by the defender. The referee blows his whistle here. Full time whistle has gone at Parkside Stadium here in Thurlow, Essex. Final score here: Cannonswood 4, Clapton Community 1. Big surprise to most of us here, and game with a lot of goals. Cannonswood can be proud of their performance today. Hopefully they can carry their momentum throughout the season and build upon this from the position that they're in. Is this going to be the same side we see in a few weeks to come? For their sake, let's hope so. Clapton Community not good enough today. Late consolation goal at the end for them. Your man of the match today is Noah Adesoni. 2 goals for him. Goal coming from Ramsey Mahmoodi as well. Well, full time here at the Parkside Stadium. Just to confirm, full time score for you here tonight is Cannonswood 4, Clapton Community 1. Thank you very much for tuning in, and make sure that you keep an eye on the website and YouTube channel and keep up to date. That's it from me for tonight. Hope you had a nice time watching and have a lovely evening.